Silent treatment is a manipulative tactic that many a narcissistic individual will use, and they will fall silent on their friends, on their family members, on their partners, on their children, on anyone who dares to stand up to them, anyone who dares to question their authority, anyone who dares to say no to them, anyone who could potentially expose the narcissist for who they are as a person. We all have the capabilities of falling silent when someone has betrayed your trust, lied to you, cheated on you, when somebody refuses to listen to your point of view. We can all have that moment where we just give up on the communication. With a narcissist, their silent treatment is designed to punish you, to hurt you, to regain control over the situation. When a narcissist falls silent, it can leave you feeling confused, anxious, and even questioning your own worth. Their silence is often a strategic maneuver designed to manipulate and control you. Understanding what a narcissist actually wants during these silent treatments can help you navigate these challenging dynamics and reclaim your power by no longer blaming yourself or questioning what you've done wrong. Narcissistic individuals can fall silent for several reasons. One of the first of these might simply just be they're seeking that excessive attention. Narcissists thrive on the admiration and the validation and the attention from those around them. Even when they're not actively engaging, their silence is a deliberate tactic to draw you back in, to get you chasing after them, to get you begging them to communicate with you, to get you to beg them to tell you what you've done wrong. By withholding interactions, narcissists create a vacuum that makes you more likely to reach out. You can message them and they're enjoying reading those messages, but they're not going to respond to them. They're going to put you on edge because they want to reaffirm their belief that they are the most important thing to you, that you're on their mind, which is why they get incredibly offended when you respond to their silent treatments with silence. The best thing you can do is recognize the pattern and resist the urge to chase after a narcissistic individual. Instead, focus on your own interests and well-being if you can do so safely. Engage in activities that fulfill you, that bring you joy, and surround yourself with supportive people. Narcissistic individuals fall silent on you because they want control. They want dominance and control. Their silence can serve as a means to regain control over any given situation. By withholding any form of communication, narcissists dictate the terms of the engagement with you, leaving you feeling anxious, confused, uncertain. This power dynamic reinforces the narcissist's sense of superiority and sense of control over you. The best thing you can do is set clear boundaries to assert your needs without engaging in communication with a narcissistic individual who isn't going to listen to you. We can explain ourselves once. If it's not going to go through, it's not going to go through. Remind yourself that if you've not purposely done anything to hurt them, if you've not lied to them, cheated on them, you're not responsible for their feelings. Prioritize your emotional health, prioritize self-care, prioritize mindfulness. Validation. When a narcissist falls silent on you, they want you to be worried about them. Their expectation is that you're going to reach out to them, you're going to try and make amends with them, you're going to try and make it up to them. So if you dare say no and they fall silent and then you try and get communication, once you've established that communication, they're going to play the victim, you're going to feel guilty, and you're going to find yourself saying yes to the very thing you said no to that caused them to fall silent. They want you to express your concern, seek validation, gives them the validation that they're important to you, allowing them to regain that sense of self-importance. Best thing you can do is, if you feel compelled to check in, do so with caution. Recognise the game. Avoid providing any form of validation that they seek. Instead, remind yourself of your worth outside of their approval. Consider journaling your feelings to reinforce your self-esteem without chasing after the very person who's trying to sabotage your self-esteem. Narcissists often fall silent to test boundaries. They feel entitled to have what they want when they want with whoever they want, and when things don't go their way, they often look to punish and test boundaries. Narcissists use silence also to test the limits of your emotional boundaries. They want to see how far they can push you, how much you will tolerate when you'll react, how you'll react, creating anxiety and insecurity within you. The best thing you can do is reflect on your personal boundaries and ensure that they are healthy and firm. Make sure you are good and at peace with your boundaries. Know your intentions so well that other people can't mix them up for you. Don't hesitate to enforce your boundaries. You can seek support from trusted friends, family, or therapists. Narcissists fall silent as a tool for manipulation. Silence is a powerful weapon for a narcissist to use against you, to hurt you, to punish you, to get you to do what they want you to do. By falling silent, narcissists can provoke feelings such as guilt or anxiety in you, pushing you to bend to their will or apologise for things you didn't even do. The best thing to do is be aware of these manipulative tactics, maintain your emotional distance, and remind yourself that silence is causing that false guilt within you. You're not responsible for the things that they did to you. Even though they don't want to take responsibility for it, they want to blame anyone other than themselves. The best thing you can do is be aware of their manipulative tactics. Maintain your emotional distance from them. Establish a mantra and repeat it to yourself when you feel pressured or confused. Narcissistic individuals often fall silent to play the victim. A narcissist can use their silent treatment to craft a narrative in which they're going to position themselves as the hard done to person, position themselves as the victim in the reality that they created. This allows them to avoid any responsibility, avoid any consequences for their actions, as they've shifted the blame onto you or onto somebody else. The best thing you can do is document your interactions and your feelings, ensuring that you have clarity about your own personal journey, your own personal experience. When addressing individuals with narcissistic traits, remain objective and focus on the situation at hand rather than their narrative. Consider discussing your experiences with trusted people to gain perspective. Narcissistic individuals can also fall silent simply because they want to create drama. Narcissists thrive on chaos and drama. Their silence can set the stage for future outbursts and confrontation to control you, so you walk on eggshells out of fear of their silence or their outbursts, keeping you on edge and emotionally invested in their behaviour. The best thing you can do is recognise when you're being drawn into the drama and take protective steps to disengage from the situation safely. Prioritise self-care and avoid becoming entangled in the narcissist's emotional turmoil. Establish a support network of friends and family or therapists to help you stay grounded and remind yourself of your worth. Understanding what narcissistic individuals want when they fall silent is crucial to maintaining your emotional well-being. By recognising the narcissist's tactics, you can develop healthier coping strategies and reclaim your control over the interactions with narcissistic individuals. Remember that you are not responsible for their behaviour or their feelings about their behaviour. You're only responsible for dealing with your own feelings. Prioritise your health and your happiness. In this way, you can lessen the impact of the narcissist manipulative games. You can recognise what they're doing and what they want and no longer playing to them. If anyone has any other experiences that they believe a narcissist wants when they fall silent, please do add those into the comments for people reading. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books available on Amazon. How to create boundaries with those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. A narcissist handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. Healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, can't speak. And this is less about reading and more about writing and journaling through your experience. And the new book, which will hopefully be out at the end of October, which is more of a novel, which is Behind the Mask, The Rise of a Narcissist, which is going to be the first, hopefully, in a series of 3 books. If anyone is interested in those, they will be available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.